This is The Healthy Healer, where true voice is your medicine. This is where we help doctors and other healers navigate through the challenging times by learning from the best minds in the healing industry. Laugh, cry, and be surprised. It's entertainment, education, and inspiration so you can continue to be the unique and amazing healer you were destined to be. Welcome to humanity. Welcome to The Healthy Healer with Dr. Fred.
Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Fred, and my guest this week was Laura Herwig. Laura is somebody who's a clairvoyant medium, not the medical medium. That's a whole different person. So Laura is able to access the past and the present and the future all in one gulp, and able to see the connections between those things as well as the connection between different dimensions, not just simply those three, but others as well. And she's able to do so with ease as part of her job. That's what she does on this planet. She did great in physics when she was growing up, and she attributes much of her knowledge to the physics that she really had good access to. Now, I want to ask you a question, which is, do you think that Laura has special skills in the area of clairvoyance? She was pretty she guessed some things about me that were truly on board. And it isn't like she's heard me or seen me or talked to me about any of this. These things about me about to change my life pretty drastically, and maybe use the same skill set in other areas of life, because that is exactly what I think I'm up to. And maybe she does this with everybody, and she hits home in a way that most of us don't do that. Is that just a matter of her being confident in her clairvoyant capacity and then exercising it like a muscle? Does she have a greater skill set in this area than most of the average human beings that you and I know and traffic with? That's an important question. In other words, are people who are psychics and people who have clairvoyant skills, people who are mediums, people who travel in between the dimensions, are they really different than us? And I'm asking you to release the reins a little bit and ask yourself if maybe you don't live only in the 3-dimension as well. Maybe there is multiple dimensions that you're not paying attention to. And by doing that, you're like discrediting yourself. You're not giving yourself the kind of respect that you can for predicting what could be going on in your life in various areas. So I invite you to really take a look at what part of your life are you not paying attention to? What part of your capacity to perform all these actions aren't really taking place? And how can you possibly access them in a way to make a difference in your life and with maybe even with other people's lives? Like clairvoyance, it seems like it would be something that could be utilized as a healing skill. And of course, that's how Laura sees herself. Now I'm asking you, are you bypassing some of your own clairvoyant skills, some of your own medium skills, maybe even some of your basic intuitive skills, writing them off as insignificant or just a twist in time, or just like a random event, and not paying attention to them like you could or should in order to make the kind of difference in the world if you would release yourself from the paradigm that has it be that we live in a 3-dimensional sort of locked in, clamped down world. There's a good reason to believe that we don't. And as things expand in this world, as artificial intelligence comes in, as all the news reports of what's going on become less and more and more vague and less clear, it becomes clear that our sense of reality is up for grabs all the time. So is there a way to land on some of the skill sets that maybe we haven't leaned on in the past, like leaning on only the 3-dimensional ways of speaking about the world as the ones that we count on to be true? And is there a way to find a new level of multidimensional existence? You see this circle here, this circle on I guess that's in between my thumb and my index finger. That's a circle to the intergalactical multidimensional reality. And that's why I put it there, and that's what it's there to do. Now, that doesn't mean that I have access to it anywhere more than you do, or the Seamus and Mr. Peabody and Mr. Wizard, or the time tunnel, or sliders, things that we accessed in the last conversation. But what is it that we do have access to? And that's my question for you today. What are you leaving off the table that you have access to that you're not utilizing with respect to your true skills in viewing, reviewing, and existing in this multidimensional existence? Thank you so much for being a listener and a watcher of The Healthy Healer. I really appreciate you. If you like this show and you like the one before it and you like others, I'm going to ask you to comment or share this with your friends. That's how it allows us to continue going on. And then, of course, if you can, I'd love for you to subscribe so you can get first access to the shows as they come out. Thanks again. I really dearly love you, and I'm thank you that you're here. And of course, we will catch you on the flip side. Bye for now, everyone.